Well, hello, my wonderful Magic 27 family slash my family. Hi. Um, it's me, Tommy, in case you forgot. It's been a while, I understand. Um, I just had this idea randomly just now to make you guys a video. Um, just a little short one. Well, hopefully it'll be short. I don't want to bore you guys. You guys have precious time. I'm kidding. I'm being like really hard on myself right now. This is weird. Okay. Um, I was I've been thinking about you guys a lot. I think about you guys every day, literally, but especially a lot lately. Past month or so, I have not been in the Christmas holiday mood spirit at all, and I couldn't figure out why. Because I mean, I'm never really into Christmas that much, but this past year, for some reason, I was getting really pumped for it. And then this past month, I've just been not feeling it at all. And thinking about it, and yesterday being Christmas, made me just realize that it was because Christmas and the holiday season really is about family. And I am lucky enough to have a really, really wonderful family that I met this year, who are all very far away from me right now on a ship. I think you guys were in Cozumel today. Key West tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? I don't. But I mean, I have a wonderful family here too. I've just never had that real sense of family before, and I felt that with you guys. I feel that with you guys. So I think that's why it's been hard for me to get in the Christmas spirit, is because I haven't been with you guys. So I just wanted to make you guys a little video, kind of like my gift to you, even though it's not a real gift. It's kind of, one of those sucky, touchy-feely gifts. Just kidding. But I wanted to do this quick thing where I wrote all of your guys' names down on these little cards. I have so much time on my hands. And I'm just going to shuffle them up and pick one and read a name, and I'm going to say the first thing that comes to my mind about what I miss about you, this specific person. And it could be something really sweet and sentimental. It could be something goofy. Either way, you guys all know how much you all equally mean to me. Anyway, so let's get started. Let me get a drink first. Hold on. I know you're all laughing at my Tinkerbell mug. I know you are. Especially you, Ebony. I can hear you laugh. But it's my mom's, I promise it is. I just use it. And I'm drinking hot cocoa, because I love hot cocoa. And there may or may not be a splash of Bailey's in it, which I know you guys probably love. Talking to you, Wes. Just kidding. Okay, let's do this. Alright. Mixing them up. First one. Morgan. I miss... Oh, this is going to be harder than I thought. I miss Morgan. I miss your sense of community and the way you can get everyone together and get something planned and get it happening, and MC the event and make everyone have a wonderful time. That says a lot about a person, I think, and you pull it off miraculously. Nope, it's not the word. Wonderfully. Sure. I miss you. Next one, Sarah. I miss your warmth and your just positive energy and positive emotions toward everything. Everything. The littlest thing to the biggest thing. You're always so happy about it, and you could talk about it for days with someone. Even if it was a topic you knew nothing about, you would just find ways to be connected and involved with someone, and I think that is really wonderful. And I miss that about you. I miss you. Alright, next. Lamont, I miss your laugh. You have the loudest, best laugh, I think. And I thought that was really cool. And you were a really good listener to everyone. And you got really involved in people's stories and would laugh really hard at people's stories, which I think is wonderful. And I could always hear it down the rehearsal hall or down, I-95 or whatever. And I thought that, that always made me happy. So I miss you. Next, we have Erica. Erica, I just miss you. You have this little smile you do that goes like, it's like a frown smile, but it's like not a frown, it's like a I just love you. Hug, smile. And I miss that. I also miss, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I downloaded this song the other day because I was missing you so hard. See if it'll play. Just a little snippet. I'm good at wasting time. I think lyrics need to rhyme, and you're not asking, but I'm trying to grow a mustache. I eat cheese, but only on pizza, please. And sometimes on a homemade. It's enough of that. You know what song that is. Of course you do. Anyway, I miss you, Erica. All right, next we have Nicole. I'm even smiling and laughing at you, and I haven't even said anything. You always made fun of me, kind of, because I would always laugh at every single thing you said, even if you're just like, hi. And that's not because I was making fun of you or anything like that. It was because you're always just, you're always very positive in your own way, and you're also your sense of humor is very contagious, and it's very specific, and you are just someone who I think could go very far in this world. With your humor and personality, but definitely your humor as well. And I have so many memories where I just think of things that you've said, and it made me crack up. Also, you're a very good person to talk to, and I miss that about you a lot. There's lots of things I can't wait to talk to you about. All right, so I miss you. Next, we have Eric, Prince Charming. I miss the fact that you are the perfect blend of talented, nice, humorous, and intelligent. You and I had a talk once about postmodernism, and I don't think I have talked to anyone about that since school, and it's something I'm interested in as part of my thesis. But the fact that I could talk to you about that, and you're also super talented and fun and smart and nice, is really great, and I miss that about you. So, Eric, I miss you. Next we have Christine. Christine, I miss everything about you. I mean, yeah, I miss hugging you. I miss just running up to you and giving you a hug. Because every hug I gave you and you gave me, felt really special. And there was, I think, a really good connection there. I'm starting to sound like I'm asking you out. I'm not. Unless you're into that. I don't know what that means. Christine, I miss you a lot, and I love you a lot, and I owe you so much. I miss you. Next we have Jeff Scott. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, I miss your style. I don't know if I know what that means, but you always had this sense of style and kind of suave nature about you that I miss. You're just very cool, and I know a lot of people throw that around. I mean, that word is completely overused, but I think you're pretty much the epitome of cool, and I miss that about you. I miss you. Next we have Zach. Zach, I miss talking to you. We had some really good conversations. And you asked a lot of good questions. And we got to talk a lot about a lot of stuff I wouldn't normally talk to people about, especially that soon after knowing them. So I miss that about you. And just all the adventures we had. So Zach, I miss you. Alright, next we have, this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Sorry. Also, sorry for my messy room. I just really thought about this spontaneously to do this video, so I didn't clean up, but it's messy. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Next we have Jarek. Toronto Rumi. How could I not miss you? I miss the fact that you had a story for everything. You have worked every job, you've been everywhere, you've done everything, and that is so cool. You have this whole worldly feeling about you that you just have done so much, and you know so much, and you've met so many people, and you're just an all-around good guy. And I miss that about you. Jarek, I miss you, buddy. I was actually I was talking about you yesterday to my dad, and about my breakdancing classes I took with you in Toronto. And by that I mean you taught me 3 breakdancing moves. But that was fun. I miss that. Next we have Chris. Chris, I miss your I want to say something original, which is why it's taking me a little long. I miss your humor, and I miss the fact that you were also very caring and or were able to organize people, and you were the spirit captain, and that was very funny. You always made people smile, and you're always really good about lifting the energy when we were really tired. And I miss that about you, Chris. All right, next we have Kara. Kara, me and you had some really good conversations too. I miss about you is the connections we were able to make during group adventures or group outings or Thursdays, and talk about some really great specific things that I don't talk to a lot of people about. I miss that about you. And also your very, very loving and caring and centered nature and spirit. I miss that a lot. Kara, I miss you. Next we have Kevin, KG. Kevin, I miss your voice. Obviously, first your singing voice. I think you have one of the best voices I've heard. But also just your voice. It was always very comforting to me talking to you about anything. Whether we were, at the rehearsal facility and I was bugging you while you were trying to read, or on deck 5, or walking to the liquor store in Toronto, just talking to you. I miss a lot. And of course your sense of humor. You've made me laugh harder than I've probably ever laughed. And I think you and I have a very similar sense of humor and a lot of similarities. I think we were able to connect with that. And I miss that about you. I miss you, Kevin. Alright. Next we have Shekinah. Shekinah misses me, I bet, because I kind of miss her. And by kind of, I mean a lot. Okay, that was horrible. Don't listen to what I just said. Shekinah, I miss your your honesty and your realness. And you were just able to tell like it is. And you're just very real. And you're very talented. And I miss that about you, of course. And I've been reading your Tumblr blog thing. I find it very interesting. I love it. And I just love you. Shekinah, I miss you. Next we have Eve. Eve, I miss your birthday. No, that was fun though. Eve, I miss. You were always so happy too, and you're always wanting to give me a hug and come up to me, and you always had something really nice to say to everyone. Even if it was a really hard day, when we did our word of the day, you always had something really positive to say about everyone, and I find that very admirable. And I do miss you a lot. Eve, I miss you. Next we have Jaleese, Gingerella, Jaleese. I miss. I miss the way you perceive the world. That sounds so weird, but just watching you listen to people, and like when we'd sit in meetings up in Toronto, me and you would just sometimes look at each other like, what the hell is they talking about? What is going on? And just watching you take things in and just kind of, I don't know, your just face was very fun to read because I could just kind of see the process going through your head, and I miss that about you and your laugh, because it would come out of nowhere sometimes and you would just start laughing about something and it would make me laugh. I miss that about you a lot. Please, I miss you. Next we have Julia. Julia, I miss you. You're adorable. I was always able to see you and feel instantly better about anything that was going on. If I was stressed, or if I was tired, or not feeling great, you always were so positive about everything. And you're so talented and such a great dancer. And watching you dance, that's probably another thing I miss the most, is watching you dance. There's a lot of, we all have really talented dancers. And I've seen a lot of talented dancers in my life too, but you are able to capture emotion and express yourself through dance in a way that I have never seen before. And I think you're going to go very far with that. And I just love you, and I miss you. Next, we have Bridget. Hello, Chris. Nope, not going to do that. I talk about you a lot because I hang out with Matt Deli, and he knows you. And I talk about how I miss you constantly. And I miss your laugh and your hugs a lot, and watching you dance because you were just able to stick it. Yeah, you're a great dancer. And hanging out with you, or when Goofy was able to hang out with Pluto, and just kind of have fun. It was, you know, you made everything a lot more comfortable for me. And we obviously had a very similar sense of humor, and I miss that about you a lot. Miss you. Next we have Dustin, my ship roomie. Dustin, how can I not miss you? You are amazing. I think you and I probably have the most similar sense of humor. We laughed at the same things all the time. And I have a lot of really good memories with you. Every time I watch Bridesmaids, I wish you were here with me, which is all the time. I can't stop watching that movie. Something is wrong with me. Text message. Dustin, I miss you. Lots. All right, next we have Crystal. Crystal, I miss you a lot. And seeing you in the video, that super sweet video that you guys made and Zach put together, which I watch every day and make everyone watch and cry every time because it's the sweetest thing anyone's ever done for me. I always get really sad when I see you, in a good way, because I agree, you became a very big part of my life. And you are someone I can see being friends with for a very, very long time. And I almost feel like we've been friends for a while, which sounds weird. But I really think you are a wonderful, very real person who doesn't like to play games or try to put on a front. And I really respect that about you. And I miss you a lot. Next we have Jeffany. I'm going to admit, I was really tempted to do this video in the style of your videos, because I miss your updates. We need some more of those. But then I was like, you know what, that's Jeff's thing. I don't want to steal it from her. Jeffany, I miss your energy, because you are just this bundle of energy, and it's wonderful, because you were just so ready to do it and volunteer for anything first, and you're so curious and you ask the questions that I'm always too embarrassed to ask, but you ask them. I don't. I would not know so many things if you didn't ask them, and that's actually a really good quality, because how else do people know things? And I miss watching your progress, because you were already started out great, but you were so eager to learn, I think, is the number one thing. You're so eager to learn and grow, and I miss that about you a lot, and just seeing how far you came. It was just amazing, and thinking, I can't even process the fact that you had never lived, this is only like your 4th month away from home your entire life, and you just seem like you've matured so much, and you're just so much more of an adult. Like you're just so, you're so much more ahead of the game. I think you've grown so much, and I think you're, definitely at the top of everything. And I miss that about you. And you, of course, made me laugh every day, and I miss that. And you were super sweet. Definitely, I miss you. All right, winding down here. Next, we have Eliza. Eliza, I don't even know what to say. You are so sweet and so talented, and the single funniest person I have ever met. You, I can't even express it, how funny you are without even seemingly trying to be. But there are just things and moments you would say, especially in the times when we were all super tired, or super exhausted, and you would just spit something out that would make me laugh forever. And I'd be walking down the street and people were like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? And I'd just be laughing because of something you said. I miss your sense of humor and your very caring spirit. And, no way, of course I miss that. Eliza, I miss you. Hold on. That was weird. Alright, next we have Jen. Jen, I miss your... Let's be real. You're fancy. Just kidding, that's what you said to me. And I love that. I miss your fabulousness and your fierceness and your friendliness and probably most of all your patience. You are one of the best dancers I've ever met, performers, and you had to deal with me. And I really respect that. You were always so patient and so kind with everything that we did and everything we had to learn. So thank you. I miss you. All right, next we have Laura, best Cinderella ever. Laura, you are so sweet. You're so sweet, and you've done this so many times, and yet you approach everything with a huge level of professionalism and respect and patience for everyone else. I would start to get impatient with other people, and this is, I was not even, I mean, I didn't do a lot in a lot of the shows compared to all you guys. And I was, there were times where I'd be like, okay, but you were always so patient with everyone and so respectful, and I loved that about you. Laura, I miss you a lot. And next we have Dan. Dan, I miss your characteristics, just everything. You're hilarious, and you are able to. Just the way you portray every character you did was wonderful. And you've done this for so long too, and you're so energetic and upbeat about everything. Dan, I miss you. All right. Next we have Lauren. Lauren, I miss talking to you. We always had some really good conversations. And we talked a lot about our pasts and how they were like kind of similar, which was weird. But I miss that a lot. I miss talking to you. I miss watching you perform. You're wonderful. I miss you. Next we have Allison. Allison, we had a talk once one of the Thursdays, and it was one of the best talks I've had in the entire time with the contract. It was really good. I shared a lot with you, you shared a lot with me, and I loved it a lot more, and I think it really helped, at least when it came to our Beauty and the Beastness. I love you're beautiful, and you're stunning, and you're a great performer, and I think you're going to go so far, and I can't wait to watch that in your future. Allison, I miss you. Next we have Damien. Damien. One time, Damien, we were in rehearsal, and you looked at me. We were getting in trouble or yelled at or talked to. I can't remember. But you looked at me and you started laughing, and afterwards you came up to me and said, I'm just going to start looking at you and hanging out with you. I'm going to stand by you because I think you and I get it, or we understand things on a certain level. And you had this like kind of smile, smugness. It's not smugness, but you know what I mean. Everyone knows you know what I mean. I miss that about you, and you're always really cool to me, and I really appreciate that. Damien, I miss you. All right, next we have Ebony. Ebby. I miss. Well, I don't even know what to say. You're the first person I met. You are always so funny and so upbeat and so ready to help. And I learned so much from you. Your willingness to help and your positive energy and your how loving you are. That's what I miss. I miss your love, no matter what. And I have so much love and respect for you. Ebony, I miss you. Next we have Wes. Wes, I miss your sense of adventure and how ready you were to just go exploring and have an adventure. And that's something I think I kind of lost along the way in my life. I used to be the most adventurous kid ever. People would say that about me all the time. And so meeting you and, seeing what that's like, to meet life head on and, go do what you want and find your dream and, make a new dream and make new friends. And your sense of adventure is something that I'll probably carry with me forever. And I miss going on adventures with you, and I hope we can do that soon. And then we have, guess that's it. No one else. This girl. I guess I miss her. No. Ariana. Marie, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. And I would give anything to be able to give you a hug and kiss your forehead. And lay in bed and talk about everything and nothing. And that will happen one day soon. It needs to. It has to. Oh well. Alright, I should wrap this up because it's so long. Sorry it took so long. I don't want to waste any of your guys' time. I miss and love you all. And I'm doing everything I can to get back home to you guys. Um, I'm here for you guys if you need anything. I love talking to you guys, even just for a little bit when you're at port. I always try to be available. Things are going well here, as well as they can be. I think they're definitely getting better. Definitely a couple more obstacles to overcome, but that's how life is. I miss you all, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. And you are all I hope no matter what happens, you guys are all sticking together and loving each other, because we all got really close, and we just know that whatever trouble you guys are having or whatever hardships are going on, you'll be able to find help and love and acceptance in each other, because I have definitely found all of those in each and every one of you. All right, I love you all, and I will talk to you soon.